in lamb. These are mostly the items that are having much cholesterol.
What about palm oil? Does palm oil contain cholesterol?
This is really a question that they used to ask us when you are going for outreach about palm oil. Palm oil is from a vegetable. It's from a tree, and really palm oil is having more triglycerides. It's a particular type of fat also that is not too good for our system, but it's not cholesterol.
Okay.
Yes, it's not cholesterol. And really there can be controversy, there are many people, if you are reading mostly the literature, they will tell you that palm oil is having cholesterol, and they'll be advising you to eat more of olive oil. That is imported, all those things. But actually, if you see well and if we analyze well, all our parents, they were brought up on palm oil.
Exactly.
Palm oil, and at that time, we were not talking about ischemic heart disease. Yes, and unfortunately, there are no studies that are done in Africa or in Cameroon or in our setting concerning palm oil. If not, we could have had a good background
on the stuff.
Yes, on the stuff.
Okay.
But really, what we know is that cholesterol is from animal fat, and palm oil is from a tree. It's vegetable oil, meaning that vegetable oil, they are not having cholesterol. Or if they're having cholesterol, or if someone is eating more of that vegetable oil, is having more cholesterol, probably that vegetable oil contributes to at a particular level in the molecular aspect or in the molecular level to the increase, I don't know, something like that. But it's the like I can say, we also cardiologists, we advise people to eat much fruits and vegetable. Why? Because they are having cholesterol.
I see.
That's why, how can palm oil having cholesterol? That one is not yet understood. But if you analyze our setting, if you analyze our old parents that were living on palm oil, and there was really no ischemic, let us say no ischemic heart, in brackets, because there were probably few cases, no ischemic heart disease, meaning that probably
it was not very common.
Yes, it was
exactly.
not common.
So before we come to the next question, for those who like to participate in the program to ask your questions, these are the numbers: 655 511111 or 652-025050. Those are the following numbers which you can call and ask your questions as far as cholesterol is concerned. Okay, back to you, Dr. Tancho. You talked about meat. What of these grandmothers who take out time to dry meat, what they used to call banda, and they are natural, and does this meat still contain cholesterol in it?
Those questions too, they are quite challenging. Why? Because everything that we should apply, or everything we should base ourselves on some scientific data published somewhere, or some scientific trials that were done somewhere. About dry meat, nothing was done, and sometimes it's complicated to have a stand. But let us really think together. Dry meat, when you are drying meat, what is coming out is water.
Yes.
Precisely water. And if you soak it, it will still go back probably to its normal texture, meaning that also fat is there, probably less than it was before, but it's still fat. Probably it can have less cholesterol, or it can have less fat, but it's still there. Advising to be eating probably dry meat instead of, or in a patient that is having hypertension, or a patient that is having high cholesterol.
I guess we'll have a call on the line.
Thinking that really
let's just take this caller. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Where are you calling from? Your name and your question.
And my name is Hans. I'm calling from Yaoundé, actually.
Okay, your question, sir.
Yeah, I would like to know, is it true that prawns are very rich in cholesterol?
Didn't get you? Is it true that
prawns? I would like to know whether it's true that prawns, crevettes, are very rich in cholesterol.
Okay, prawns and crayfish.
Ah.
Yeah.
Crayfish, rich in cholesterol, I can say no. No, everything that's come from the sea are advisable to all patients that are having cardiovascular diseases because they don't have cholesterol at all. We advise people to be eating more fish, crayfish, everything that comes from the sea because they are having more omega-3 oil that are important to build our system.
So now when it comes to food, what's the difference? I guess we have another caller. Okay, when it comes to food, what's the difference between a food that has good cholesterol and the one that has very bad cholesterol?
This is really a challenging question too. Sorry. As far as food is concerned, we talk about cholesterol in general.
Yes.
There's no food that is having yes, there are two types of cholesterol. There's when you are doing the lipid profile, there's the total cholesterol, there's the LDL cholesterol, low density lipoprotein, and there's HDL cholesterol. There's the LDL cholesterol is a cholesterol probably has been shown through studies that is the cholesterol that deposits itself more in those arteries, and there's a good cholesterol, the HDL. Concerning the food items that is having more the LDL or the HDL, till now it's really complicated to know. But what we know is that cholesterol, when there's much cholesterol, you should avoid some particular food items. You should eat much fruit, more vegetable.
On some canned drinks, one could notice writings like very low cholesterol or no cholesterol. Does that automatically mean that item is low in fats?
Very important too. In that case, we'll be talking about the manufacturers. Should be good to enter where the product is coming from, because in some countries like in US, in Germany, in European countries, really that one is strictly followed up by a particular organism. When you want to open something, when you want to put something somewhere, you are not just getting up in the morning and just write whatever. Exactly. No, it's controlled strictly. I can say those things from those countries.
They're strictly controlled.
Actually, because it's strictly controlled. Probably there's no cholesterol, or probably what is there is really it's real. That it's true. But from other places, that one I don't know.
When it comes to teenagers and adults, does cholesterol levels matter?
Definitely, cholesterol levels matters in all patients, in all people, or you are a child or you are adult. Why? Because there is a particular disease called essential hypercholesterolemia in families. Yes, and that one is one when the genes, some people for a particular gene are having that type of problems, and the patient should need a proper management to avoid those cardiovascular complications of hypercholesterolemia.
Can a child suffer with that?
Yes.
No. I see.
A child that is born in that type of family, when they're having that gene that works for that problem, it looks like there's an enzyme that is not functioning well in their liver, making that cholesterol really to be more than it's supposed to be, and the child can have that. And this is a type of people that are having ischemic heart disease when they're something like 12, 11. When they're coming, really, you see how the arteries are bad. You do coronarography, you see the problems. Yes, these are people that will need particular treatment earlier, and is to save their life.
For those who want to know more about cholesterol, I guess now is the time for you to call and participate in the program and equally ask your questions which you have been doubting. So those things you have been doubting on where you can better find cholesterol and how you can better avoid this, now is the time for you to ask those questions to our professional who is seated right here with me. And now back to you, Doctor. Our theme is cholesterol levels. How then can I tell if my cholesterol level is low or if it's high?
Very, very important too. On the physical presentation of the patient that is coming, we can also already see.
I guess if we come back to that question, have a call on the line. Hello?
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Where are you calling from, your name and your question?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, I'm called Kamenki Jerome.
Okay.
From Bamenda.
Okay, sir.
I'm called Kamenki Jerome.
Got to you, 5 on 5. Your
from
question
Bamenda.
then. Can you please turn off your receiver? Stop listening to your TV or radio.
With the doctor.
Speak directly to the phone and stop listening to your TV or radio. Turn off your TV and radio. Okay,
one time I think about 3 years ago, I was in the hospital in Douala with the doctor.
Okay.
And I had this very problem that he explained at the beginning of this program.
Okay. Your question then?
Pains on my chest, and they told me that there's a vein going to the heart, which is a bit blocked.
Okay. So what do you want to know? The reason for that?
I've been taking so many kinds of drugs, but I still feel much pain.
Okay, Mr. Jerome, if you are feeling much pains, you can come back for reevaluation, and you can continue with investigation of your problems, because there are so many treatment options that probably you know. You'll come and we'll discuss about them, and you'll see how to go forward.
Okay.
Come back. There's there's a cath lab. There's a cath lab here in Douala where they can do coronarography and probably put a stent in your arteries if it's the case, or bypass surgery if it's the case too. Meaning that the treatment options are available, and come and reevaluate and see what is good for you.
Okay. So now, before you have something to say again about what he said?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
So now we're talking about cholesterol levels. What's the normal level for an adult?
For an adult, and that, as far as lab results are concerned, it depends on the reagent that people are using in their lab, and to say probably a value here.
I guess we have another caller. Hello. Hello, we just lost that caller. Okay.
Because in the past I knew the normal levels.
Yes.
But there are some patients that are coming, and it's really, if the person was calling me and telling me that this is the level of cholesterol that I could have said it's too high. Meanwhile, when they're coming now, it's written the normal level. And we base ourselves now on the normal level of the precise laboratory before we can diagnose, or we can tell to the patient that is having high cholesterol or not. But physically, there are some changes on the face of the patient that can really orientate towards that. There are some particular spots on the eyebrow, on the ears, that sometimes can orientate towards hypercholesterolemia, and it can be confirmed, very, very important, confirmed by the lab test that is called the lipid profile. The lipid profile, you come, you ask for that, or the doctor can request that. And when the doctor has requested some tests, please, it's for your good. It's for your good. I know that sometimes with financial constraints, it's a bit complicated. It's for your good. Do the test and come. If it is high, you will know what to do, what to tell you. Sometimes some medication can be prescribed for that, and some advices will be given to you.
Now, what are some lifestyle tips that, if respected, it can cut the cholesterol level in our system?
Very, very important. All people, I cannot say just people that are having high cholesterol, you should eat much fruit and vegetable. Much fruits and vegetable. You should eat less or avoid red meat. For those who are having already high cholesterol, they should avoid completely red meat. They should avoid bush meat because it's still red meat. They should avoid lamb. They should avoid goat. They should avoid pork. That one is very, very important.
Butter?
I know
what
that
about butter?
Butter also. Butter is, there's margarine.
Yeah.
Margarine, and there's butter. Butter is really from animal milk.
Okay.
Yes, and it can have cholesterol. That's why it's better sometimes to take the margarine.
So what's the difference between butter and margarine now?
Margarine is vegetable oil. Meanwhile, butter is animal oil.
Okay,
yes.
Understood now.
That's it. That's why it's preferable to take the margarine than to take butter.
Butter, okay.
And if you want to take people that are not having cardiovascular diseases, people that are not fat, don't take much. You know that when you exaggerate, everything that you take much brings harm to our system.
Exactly.
Don't take much. Take less oil. And again, when you're talking about oil, that one is important too, because someone can say, oh, let me take palm oil as much as possible.
Because
olive
it has
oil,
no problem.
It has no. When you take much fat, you know, everything, your system, your body, no, you should take less. You should take not much, just a bit of oil, not much oil, you know. And again, that's why I used to say in my health talk, you know, those stews that we used to pour much, arrow, we put much, condre, we put much, beans, we put, no. Our habits should change. You should put less oil. Okay. Yes, you know that with this crisis in Ukraine, you know, in WhatsApp, there were many people taking the syringe.
And it's even for their good, though. Okay, so now, what drugs are used to treat cholesterol? I have some very few minutes, I think seconds, of course.
Yes, there are some drugs that are really, that we used to give to patients that have shown their activities concerning lowering the cholesterol. There are a group of medication that is called statins that act well if someone is having high cholesterol, but you should not go to that. You should not reach that level. You know, medicine is preventive, it's not curative. Preventive, you gain. Preventive, you spend less. You know, when it's curative, you sleep in the hospital, you'll be asking many tests, you will spend more money. Okay. Let us avoid high cholesterol. Let us, and again, with the festive season, please eat much fruits and vegetable. Alcohol, reduce the intake of alcohol. People that are smoking, stop completely, and do some exercise. Avoid stress. You'll be okay.
Thank you so much, Dr. Karabel Tancho. He is a cardiologist at the Padre Hospital right here in the city of Douala. Thank you to all those who called to participate in the program. Thank you to our lovely technician, Ephraim Yemeli. For presentation, I am Immaculate. Until tomorrow, have a lovely day.
Equinoxe Télévision, au-delà de l'image, nous rendons compte.
7 conseils